Hey, Shalom Akim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadesh, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Ribnestone, and to the Akim, throughout the falcons of the earth, Shalom, 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 preaching the gospel from Mashak Yahweh Shai in sincerity and truth and diligence of mind. Yep, so the whole world is finding out that Esau's rulership, right, the rulership of these Edomites, his economic model is not fit, all right, for the earth. It's not fit for the world. And, the Lord is on his way to shake Esau's kingdom, all right? It just shows you how fragile and how delicate Esau's power structure is, man. He claims to have all this power, but he still can't have, life to be normal on the face of the earth. It's nothing but turmoil. That's why when you read the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2 tells you, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Yep. So it just shows you, man, that Esau's rulership is not conducive for life. Just like when you read the book of Genesis, the first chapter, the Lord gave the commandment, be fruitful and multiply. What has Esau's rulership, you know, been harping on? Oh, there's too many people, there are too many of this, there's too much of that. Climate change this, climate change that. Always complaining about something. I'm like, the Lord already gave the decree that, people should be fruitful. The earth should be fruitful. But under his rulership, deforestation, cataclysmic earthquakes, incarceration, it's just one problem after the other. And then you have, you know, all type of crazy stuff. So you just have to, pray that the Lord, comes quickly, man. That's the reason why the men of the Lord are out there on the highways and byways calling upon the Lord, to deliver his people from the falcons of the earth out of the hand of these Edomites, man. Because these elites, man, they're just not fit to rule, and they're upset that their power is coming to an end, that their rulership is coming to an end. That's why they're pushing so hard to rush people, you know, to turn against the Lord, making people to conform to unrighteous decrees. And the Lord Yahushua has already set up his servants, the prophets, all over the earth to stand up against them, and that's the reason why they're just getting so pissed off and frustrated. So let me play this news clip real quick, and then you understand the mess Esau has created. The domino effect of tragedies.
Thanks so much. We saw firsthand yesterday with the mess on I-40. All of this snow creates treacherous traveling. Not only is it unsafe, but road conditions are also supply delays across the state. THV 11's Mercedes McKay shows us the impact that is having on local grocery stores.
We haven't seen empty shelves like these in grocery stores probably since last March when the pandemic first hit.
And it's not just grocery stores. You got medication. You got construction supplies. You got packages. All documents and all that stuff. You got all type of stuff, man. That that's been held back. You order a package, last week, and then it can't get here, days later, but until a week, because there's nothing but chaos on the road.
Affecting every single part of the supply chain.
Everybody's scrambling, trying to figure out what to do to get groceries to consumers, but also to keep their teammates safe.
It's the farthest thing from a win-win situation.
We've had supply delays all week.
The excessive amount of snow creating pictures like these inside grocery stores. shelves completely empty and picked over.
Yeah. So in the kingdom of heaven, there'll be no such, tragic episodes like this, man. Every nation on the face of the earth will have to experience supply chain disruptions. They won't have to experience a famine. Yeah, because it's going to be a righteous rulership. The rulership of the Israelites. That the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai is going to put in place. And that's what, men and Lord are looking forward to, man. We're looking forward to that harmonious balance with nature. The animals are going to be able to live in peace and rest and all that stuff. The scripture tells you about how the lion's going to be at peace with the sheep and all that stuff. Esau's rulership has turned everything upside down. And when you read it, you go online and look at all the damages of deforestation and the pollution of the seas and all that, dumping of trash and nuclear waste and all that stuff. It just makes you wonder, how long will Esau's rulership continue? And then you just pray that the Lord, comes quickly. All right. So, a quick precept I'm going to read will be from the book of, still the book of Proverbs. Go straight to chapter 25. I'm going to read verses 19 and 20. It says, confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. So that represents the elites of this world, man. Their rulership has been nothing but a detriment to the whole world, in fact, to the whole planet. The atmosphere is basically polluted, man. And the Lord Yahabashimashai Bashimakwakadash has to tear down all that junk he's just got up there, what he wants to call it his so-called Star Wars program or his satellites and all that stuff. It's going to be torn down by the Lord because that is not, it's not befitting, for righteousness. So all that junk is going to be torn down, and the Lord is going to send it coming back to the earth as trash. All right. So the Lord is going to fix the earth back, the way it needs to be. And then in verse 20 it says, as he that taketh away a garment in cold weather, and as vinegar upon nature, so is he that singeth songs to an heavy heart. Yeah, so Esau has no real connection with the people on the face of the earth, man. He's just out of touch, with the balance that the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai has set in place. All right, the whole world is just in mourning, man. Stress, and then he complains that people don't have rights. I'm like, people don't have rights. People don't have what they need because you're interfering with people's daily activities. Turning people's lives upside down, making them think, that they think to be what they are not. Yeah. So his vibration has been nothing but demonic, and the Lord has to shut it down because all it's doing is nothing but witchcraft. And you're just gonna see how terrible, Esau's rulership is, man. We're just seeing, what's going on in the grocery stores. You just wait till the time of Jacob's trouble, and then you understand that Esau's gotta go.
It's bad. Some stores have milk and bread, some don't.
For grocery store owners like Steve Good, ordering food has become strategic.
We probably need 2.5 to 3 trucks to fill back up. And so if our warehouse tells us we can have one, we're going to have to pick and choose what that one looks like.
Most of Arkansas's independent...
Yeah, there'll be no trade-offs in the kingdom. Everything's going to be in abundance, man. If folks want to get, bushels and bushels of garlic, it's going to be there. The earth is going to be fruitful. All right. And people are going to understand what it means to trust in the Lord and to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. And that's why you have to understand, the power of the Lord, or why he made things, a certain way. All right. That's why it's order. It's order set up by the Lord, and it has to be respected. All right. So the Lord says in verse Isaiah chapter 30, verse 11. I'll try to start from verse 10. All right. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10. It says, "And the sons of strangers shall build up their walls." In other words, you're gonna have a workforce, employees, man. Okay. And it says, "And their kings shall minister unto thee." So all these elites, see them on TV, their name is just being dropped like, over everywhere, man. Like it's the latest, the latest fashion, that their name is much more precious than gold. Yeah, so all those folks, man, they're gonna be your employees in the kingdom, or the rulers of these heathens. They're going to be your employees in the kingdom, man. They'll be your so-called, what you call it, butlers and field hands, because they got to work. They got to walk off, their, what you call it, their transgressions. They have to work it off. So I read it again, Isaiah 60, verse 10. It says, "And the sons of strangers shall build up their walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee." So you've been able to understand these precepts and claim it. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. And the Lord said, "But in my favor have I had mercy on thee." So the mercy of the Lord is to have us inherit the kingdom. All right, and we are going to have a wonderful time putting things back in order. When you see the earth restore back to its previous, a better state, its proper balance, it's gonna bring joy to a lot of people's eyes and minds. Okay, and all that depression and stress the nations have is gonna be past. It's gonna evaporate on the spot. All right, when they sing the wonders of the Lord. And then verse 11 says, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night." All right, so we don't have to worry about any invasions, man, about people envying us, trying to steal what we got. Okay, so you're just going to be, living without worries, living with confidence and authority. And then it says that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Yeah, so just like you have all these ports where you have ships coming in, goods gotta come in, and when is the Shabbat? Hey, stop work, get a rest. There'll be no rush, to get into the kingdom. Everything's gonna arrive on schedule. All right, that's how beautiful the kingdom is gonna be. It's not as if you're gonna be ruling like a tyrant, but you're gonna rule in righteousness, and that's exactly, the mindset, you should be preparing yourself for. All right, and you're gonna be able to have a better understanding of what it meant to go through turmoil and oppression, and then to be the ruler at the end, the part of the governing body, to put things back in order under the auspice of Hamashiach Yahushai. All right, and then another precept will be from the book of Isaiah, chapter 61. I'm going to read verse 3. So this is what the Lord has in store for his elect. It says, "To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. Yep, so that's exactly what you need to look forward to. And then verse 4 says, and they shall build the old wastes, they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. All right, the desolation of many generations. And then verse 5 says, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the son of the alien shall be your plowmen and your wine dressers. So, hey, you got a goodly inheritance right there. So always know that, the kingdom is going to be perfect, man. The perfect place, to live. Even those that work, we understand what it means to have a job, to have a responsibility. Nobody want to work in a place where you have bad working conditions and a cycle that don't understand the meaning of making things work efficiently. The kingdom is going to be nothing but efficient, man, for life. Okay, so I'll play this video some more.
And then grocery stores are supplied from surrounding states, where Good says wholesalers are having problems with manpower.
They've got, employees that have to get to work and can't in many cases. And so I think, that's also created a problem. You just can't get people there to load the trucks.
But even if trucks get the supplies inside, the delivery isn't an easy task.
Anything like this that impedes the transportation network, it has ripple effects, of course.
The snow bringing challenges for truck drivers on the road.
Yep, so is this the type of kingdom you want to be a part of for the rest of your life? That's a question you have to ask yourself. And the answer is a resounding no. So you just have to call upon the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai to end this rulership of Esau. Yeah, it's just unbearable, but through the power of Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, you have to endure unto the end. All right, that's why the Lord says, he that endureth unto the end shall be saved. Okay, and final precept is going to be from the same book of Isaiah, chapter 49. I'm going to read verse 22 and verse 23. All right, so you see the old man talking about workers and all that. So Isaiah 49 and 22 says, thus said the Lord, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. In other words, they're going to have us in adoration. They're going to be willing to serve us with a smile on their face. All right. And then verse 23 says, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. All right. So all these rulers of the world, it doesn't matter where they are, whether they're in Europe, in Asia, whatever, in Arabia, they're all gonna, be our employees in the kingdom. All right, they're gonna be working. They're gonna have to work. All right, we're gonna have to take care of our daily, what you call it, tasks that we've delegated out, to be taken care of. Then it says, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. And that's why we are waiting upon the Lord, all right, to put us on the right path, all right, to uplift us out of our captivity, all right. So that's the point that I came. You just have to understand the huge contrast between Esau's rulership, his so-called model for his economy, or you say Is how home management is going to be totally different from what the Lord has set up for us in the kingdom. So that's the point that I can always remember, man. You're going to have to go through these tough times, and there's always hope for us at the end of the tunnel. Shalom.